Hello. It's me. It's your boy, Sharon. I'm back. I've taken the afternoon off because why not? It occurred to me that there was more than one cutscene on the start menu that I completely forgot about. So I'm just going to let it play through. I got so sort of held up on doing the whole thing of like seeing the prime cutscene again with extra information that I forgot that there's this little precursor where we are initially sent to deal with Sydney, I guess. You get a little glimpse as to who was maybe behind this in the first place. It goes by a bit too quickly for me to bother reading it out for you guys, but you can read it or you can watch the video back in slow motion. The pacing is surprising. You would expect it to be a little bit slower, because even if you can read fast as I can, it still goes by very quickly. But I thought it might be of interest, so, you know. There's this interesting point they make that the Duke might be on Mullenkamp's payroll, or the other way around, rather. And sets the Duke up as this tyrant. I guess it also explains that, yeah, just the Cardinal sent the Crimson Blades in without notifying the VKP. Which is why Guildenstern's roaming around. This also explains why Melos is already there, I guess. We did sort of gloss over that last time. Beautiful tree textures. There she is. Calo Melos herself. Agent Riot, I presume. This would be a good setup for a D&D, like, one-shot, right? If you've only got, like, 2 players, have the Duke kidnapped in his castle, does unarmed men with hostages, do a little die-hard sort of infiltration and rescue. It could be super fun. I think the thing is, a lot of this bit of the cutscene doesn't make sense until you've played some of the game in the first place. But that's in fitting with our whole sort of theme of what is truth, who gets to decide what the truth is. I am the reinforcements. Oh, is it too cheesy? Who did it first? Who did I am the reinforcements first? It is classic. Was it RoboCop who did it originally? Anyway, let's get into it. So, last episode, we left off with some hot, sexy crafting action. which I know that got everyone horny. So I finished it off stream. I didn't do much extra crafting. I trawled through the fucking crafting tables, and believe me, oh my god, you have to understand how insane the crafting tables are. If you've never seen them, get on GameFAQs. There's a guy out there who pulled the full set of crafting tables in a guide that has been the best source of that material for like 2.5 decades. I didn't do a lot. What I did do is upgrade our body armor to plate mail, which was only like a mild step up, like an extra 1 point. I upgraded some of the leather stuff. I managed to upgrade to a pair of bronze chain leggings for feet, which once we find a couple more items, I think we need some chain leggings, we can start to push those up to make a Pauline to merge with this Fuskampf. If you're observant, you remember we already have a Pauline, but that Pauline is made of silver, and we can't merge silver and Hagain, I think, until our second playthrough. Because I think the next workshop, there's a silver and Damascus workshop, but you can't merge the two until later on. The trick is to make high-level gear out of Hagain, and then figure out how to push that up the chain by merging it with the same level of gear in iron to make silver, and then you can you probably won't get it to Damascus on your first run, because to make Damascus you have to mix silver with, I think it's silver with Hagain makes Damascus. But once you can start like getting things up to Damascus level, you are laughing. There's also like high level gear called the Dread gear, which I think again you can't get on your first playthrough. I don't even think you can get like the Jazzerate armor on your first playthrough. I've definitely made it to Hoplite, which is like I think like the 3rd tier if memory serves. If we can get any Hoplite gear, we're already in a very good position. I also upgraded one of the weapons. You'll notice the spear has gone. It was so far behind in terms of damage output, I decided there was nothing we could do with it really. A lot of the weapons were dead ends, so I got rid of like the Guisarms and stuff like that, and only kept things that we can eventually upgrade to something better. So for now we're using the Balbriggan, just because it was an option. It's got we've got a grip for it to give it a second gem slot. We don't have a phantom gem, but when we do, that will up the phantom affinity on it quite nicely, and its attack strength is 36, which is huge. You may notice there is one significant drawback to the Balbriggan, and that is risk 2. Risk 2 means we gain 2 risk for every swing with this beast. So the risk is going to fly up, but hopefully the huge damage potential will offset that, and we'll be able to take these humans down swifter before the increased risk becomes a major concern. That's my hope, because those chains against the humans were getting very long just to take a single human down. So hopefully that will fix that problem. If it doesn't, I've still got the spear. We can change back. It's not a big deal. But yeah, that's where we're at. So I feel like we don't have anywhere we can take these sigils. The T-Row sigil and Unilea sigil. The Limestone Quarry and the Iron Maiden we haven't been to yet. We didn't use the Grimoire Demands. We have the Bronze Key, so we should probably figure out where we can use the Bronze Key. We've still got the Crimson Key as well, so there's some Crimson locked doors somewhere. So we should probably do a little bit of research. I would have done this earlier, but I ended up shopping on Amazon because my fucking electric toothbrush died. Man, I'm disappointed. I've had that 3 years and it's fucking dead. I don't know. It's my first ever electric toothbrush. I don't know how long they're meant to last. It was the first time I could ever afford an electric toothbrush when I got that in 2022. And they are kind of great, so I've got myself another one. Man, that is locked by the stock sigil in the wine cellar. Remember the wine cellar? I can go back to the wine cellar and there's a locked door. So yeah, I've had to buy myself a new fucking toothbrush. So I'm poor again now. Fuck me. Life is so expensive, huh? It sucks. But I think I probably just left it on the charger too much because I'm a lazy twat. So this time I'll be better about like not just letting it sit on the charger 24/7 because I think that probably fucked the battery up. So I'm just having a little look through to see if there's anywhere locked with the bronze key, because if not, we press on. But if there is anywhere to backtrack to, we'll do a little backtrack. I mean, at the moment, I'm thinking the Abandoned Mines B2, right? Because we went through that section where, yeah, here, look, where we hit the timer and we made a mad dash, and I made it through the correct route, but there were branches. So there's this branch here, and then there's 2 branches off here. So I think we go back and explore those as a priority. Undercity West, I think, is all locked with obvious shit. There's an unlockable latch there, which is interesting. We should probably unlock that at some point. But there's no easy way to do it. We'd have to come in from the town center east. But that is interesting. Where have we not looked? Undercity East. We've just got the iron key there. And the weapon's not allowed. We haven't killed the enemies that were in there. So there's treasure in that room, but it is guarded by a lich. Which, yeah, I think we'll get him eventually. We have explored all of this. All of that has been explored. Town centers, I think we've touched everything here. They're both locked. Yeah. Did I check the keep? Still don't know where that goes as well. We need to check that out. I mean, we could check that out now because we're here. Find out where that goes. Let's do that. Let's go figure out where that goes. Right. I remember the first time coming down here and being like, what are these fucking doors? And when you eventually get a sigil that opens one, they're like timed boss battles. I think you can only open 1 or 2 on your first run. And I don't think I ever opened more than like 3 or 4 of them. They're quite difficult to do. Right, so this is the door. We have no idea where this goes. So let's have a quick look. Is this the Iron Maiden? Okay, this is the Iron Maiden. I mean, yeah, let's go have a look in the Iron Maiden then. Why not? Oh god, that's an evil and a phantom. What do we want against evil? Worm Slice? No. Dawnlight. I put better hilts and gems on some of these as well to increase their affinities, so you might notice we have some better stats. I'm gonna focus these guys down because of the spell casting. You son of a bitch. Oh my god, 2 misses, really? Nice. And then we can try and take the Phantom down. Surprised he didn't cast any spells on us yet. So we want the Soul Cleaver. I named it the Soul Cleaver. Don't judge. Shit. That's fine, we can deal with being silent. Nice. There we go. Oh, the Mandrake Sigil from these guys. And the Exorcism spell, that's really good. The Mandrake conceals it on Town Centre South. It's not the workshop, because that was the Cataleya Sigil, right? So where's the Mandrake Sigil? Town Centre South. Over there. And the Rue Aliano. Interesting. Okay. Man, we got some interesting options coming here. I mean, I think we push on into the Iron Maiden. Oh, that was the door locked with the T-Rose Sigil. Oh, fuck. Okay. Wow. I'm just gonna wait for the silence to wear off. Okay. So maybe this is where we're meant to push on to. Maybe we're meant to backtrack. I don't know anymore. I feel like we had the T-Rose Sigil longer. Is this silence gonna wear off, or do I have to item this? I think I might have to item it. Might be permanent. Yeah, I think that's a permanent status effect. Well, that's annoying. What clears silence? Snowfly draft if we're desperate. We don't have anything that cures silence. Oh my god. We're gonna have to use a Snowfly draft. That is wild. Brutal. Okay. This place is a pain in the ass. But if we can find a teleporter, we can teleport out of here. So it's not the end of the world. Getting back up there is an annoying ass puzzle. Oh shit. Another one. And it's got some undead buddies. Let's get the dawn light out and deal with those undeads first. And then we can focus on the Phantom. I think this fucker's probably going to silence me as well, isn't it? It's going to be super annoying like that. Ooh, a new weapon. I'm going for the 100% because we know we can kill him in 2 hits. And another Shamshir, that could be interesting. He has just fucking silenced us, which sucks. And that could have turned out to be extremely troublesome. Special attack Reaper's Scythe. Okay. That wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. Damn it, that fourth hit with the Balbriggan is tricky. The Kalmir Sigil unlocks one of the doors in the keep. And the Poison Mist spell was silenced again. How much further do we risk pressing on if we're going to be facing a lot of silence? I mean, I think... we better not have anything else that cures silence. I suppose there's no way of doing it with a spell of any kind. Man, we're just gonna have to use the fucking thing. What does the Spirit Orison do? It goes numbness. Thing is, if we want more Snowfly drafts, we have to go back to the fucking Snowfly Forest. Is there a defensive break art that protects against silence? No. Always left. The fuck? Guy strike level 2. That's gonna hurt. That fucking might have killed us. Holy shit. That was brutal. Oh my god, it's evil. That could be problematic. Oof. Well, well, well. Holy crap. That was almost a real fucking problem, wasn't it? This place is no joke. Casserole shield. Now that might actually be more beneficial to us at the moment than our fancy shield, which protects us against magic but means we can't heal. Because it's only got 16. Let's see what impact that has. Oh, that's brilliant. That's fine. We just need to scale better. We need to get our intelligence up, and then we can use the higher level magic gear because we'll be strong enough to overcome it with our own spells. Let us put Earthguard on here if they're going to be doing that to us while we're down here. Let's make sure that we don't get fucked. Let's also do a quick Eureka. No traps. It is locked, that's fine. We can use unlock. Bullshot, a Basilard, a Gin Amber, And a Valence. Well, we'll drink the Valence immediately. And when I was doing some research into the thingy tables, the crafting tables, I came across that wine theory again, and some guy was like, yeah, I saved all the wines to the very end of the game, nothing fucking happened. And people wanted it to be true so much. 3 strength there, pretty fucking huge. You can't say that isn't brilliant. Let's go straight on. Oh, that's got a split. Okay. In that case, let's try this side. Oh, fuck. I just put fucking Earth Guard on and now it's Thunderburst. That's okay, that actually didn't hurt so bad. Maybe the shield has helped there. Or maybe we just have better air affinity on our armor, maybe. Rip. Right, one of these is going to be trapped. You fucking know it. But not this one. Locked with the chest key? We don't have the chest key. What? Man, we're going to have to remember where this is. Gotta come back with a motherfucking chest key. Right, now this bit sucks if I remember. Ah, here we go. Here's our first blocks that we can only roll so many times and then they disappear. Flame sphere. Okay, that hurt a fair bit. Yeah, we're definitely in a fucking dangerous as hell area here. And I thought it was never going to go down. What do we reckon? Trapped? No traps. How suspicious. Bound by magic. Okay. Well, that's something we can deal with. God damn it, Ashley. Don't climb on the treasure chest. Sonora Belova, an Ifrit Carnelian, and a Prudence. Another delicious wine for us. Intelligence up. About fucking time. +4! Oh my god, that's huge! +4 in is brilliant news. Let's dismantle some of these weapons. Because we're probably at max capacity weapon-wise. What? 43? Risk 3? Oh my god! That is insane. 3 risk per hit is madness. I'm not actually equipping it. Hold on, let me put my shield back on. That was just a misclick. We need to disassemble. What are the others? So this one, 24. What have we got? We got a 36, a 31, and a 27. There's a 37 there. It is a risk too, but 37 is pretty tasty. We'd have to smelt it up. I think we can safely disassemble all of those, but when we get to a workshop, there's a chance we might be able to dismantle, not dismantle, but turn them into something good. And the Shamashir we've already got, that's what the Dawn Light is. Bullshot is a Griever. Ooh, with a triple gem handle as well. That's interesting. We might be able to put that on the Balbriggan. And the Sonora is a Bastard Sword, again with a triple gem grip. Look at that, the Power Palm. Okay. That is some interesting loot. Oh, man. Yep. So getting over there, pretty tricky. I think the best thing to do is to try and invigorate and see if we can make it or not. Nice. There might not be any teleporters down here, you know. I think you might have to climb all the way back out when you're done. Missing on an 80% and a 77. It's not very froggy chair, come on. Son of a bitch. These guys are tough. Ow. The hell, dude? I'm scared about what else we're going to find down here. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Let's get the worm slicer out. Oh no. Damn it. I'm gonna have to just keep aiming for the head. Son of a bitch. Come on now. Really? This guy's gonna be a real pain to take out. Nice. him. We hit him with a spell. Doesn't seem bothered about air. About flames. Nope. But earth. You like earth? Nope. Right, just a good old physical explosion. Nope. Man, he's got pretty good magical resistance. Spirit Surge will hit, but not for much. Same goes for Aqua Blast. I think our best strategy is to keep hitting him in the head. God damn. We've had some real bad luck with hit percentages here. Everything is missing. I know it's only 30%, even on a 30% you'd expect to hit some of them. Damn it. We might be able to kill him with reflected damage if he keeps on biting us. It's annoying, it misses the first hit, then follows up on the second one. It's like, but it's not going to do any damage because we missed the first one. God damn it. But even 20%, we should hit 1 in 5 of them, and I feel like we're not. No, I didn't chain that one. God, I keep going too fast for those. It feels like they're gonna trigger so much quicker. I'm not even gonna try and chain, I'm just gonna... There we go. Just try and land some. I think at this point, switching to the legs just to get any hit is a good idea. Nice. Just keep hacking away at those legs. Oh, that was it. We got him. Oof, man, he was a toughie. There's the chest key. Christ, okay. Hold on, let's do a heal. So now we've got to climb back up there to do the fucking chest key if we want. Although it might be easier to just come back in from the other side. Let's use these elixirs. Dual +2 could have been higher. 2 is not great. An elixir of queens. Ideally, we want a +4 here. +3. Take it. Man, that was a hell of a fight. Look at our risk. Absolutely insane. Really are running the gauntlet here. Damn it. Please don't silence me. We can get you before you do a big silence. Shit, maybe not. Fuck! I hate these guys. You can only cure that once more. Not gonna worry about the silence yet. Oh, it goes when you swap area. Oh, that's good. That makes a huge difference. Means we don't have to keep using all of our fairy snowfly drafts. Them skeletons. I feel like we're going round in a big spiral. Is that what's happening here? Yeah, we are. We're spiraling down. Oh no. I hate it. Oh my god, we're so deep. Look at this. Climbing back through there is going to be really funky. Oh? Oh. Another one of these boys. We haven't seen him for a while. Ah, then are you evil or are you humanoid? There's some real Final Fantasy energy on this song, huh? This track. I think he's evil. Yeah, he is. Okay. Right, I think if we can, we probably want to degenerate you. He's an iron golem. Let's get some big old debuffs going on. We can't tarnish. That has helped a lot in terms of the damage we can deal. I think 95 on the legs is the way. Does not like chains though. Wow, that wasn't even worth reflecting. The Degenerator's really taken the punch out of him. I can hit an arm. Man, it might seem pitiful that he's only doing 5 damage, but we did degenerate him, and if you don't, he hits like a goddamn truck. Like, he would have been squishing our ass. I just happen to know that's a good way to deal with him. And that was a full-on boss. We get a roulette wheel for him. 50%. We're halfway through. Okay, I'd quite like intelligence here. I'm not gonna lie, although some agility would probably be good as well. MP, and only 2 as well. That's not that nice. I mean, MP is good because, like, especially with the teleporting, the more MP, the better. Just as a QOL, but it's not that good. We did get an Elixir of Dragoons though, which is great, and a Columbine Sigil for the keep. So we can open a couple of doors in the keep. Let's drink that elixir. Oh, +4. Beautiful. That's really good. We've gained a bunch of agility since we came down here, which is really good. Helps our hit chance. As well as, like, increasing our, like, jump distance and stuff. Which makes some of the traversal a bit easier. Oh, no. Another one of those rooms. Shit, it moved. Fuck me. We still don't have the spell that locks these in place. I could have sworn we would normally get this by now. Really? Can I not make that jump? I feel like we can actually do that. Hold on. It doesn't feel that far that we need to fuck about with boxes. I guess not. I guess we need a box. Okay, well, easy way to do that. Oh, fuck, another phantom. I'm really starting to hate these fucking phantoms. And go for that. Just out of interest, let's see if we have enough intelligence now to wear the better shield. In a way, we'll find that out by attempting to heal. 107. That's fine. We can wear the good shield. Oh no, we can't. We're at 80%. I didn't notice. Oh shit. No, we need to keep the other shield. We can't have heal spells missing. Not fighting bosses. That could get you killed. We're gonna have to stick to the other shield for now. Right, we've got 2 doors. I'm going to take the door rather than the open hole first. Those things are evil, right? Avalanche. Damn. I'm gonna look in the Gazette and see what those guys are called. I'm curious. Not data, sorry, score. Not Gazette, encyclopedia. What are they? I think it's the Dark Crusader. Shadow? Are they shadows? Yeah. Freaky, aren't they? Okay. Any traps? You know, one of these days I'm going to do it and there'll be a trap. And you guys will be so impressed. The Red Viking. Water gem and another wine. Let's drink the wine. Magic points. Let's have a look at the Red Viking. $31, risk 2. It's another high risk weapon. I think we'll dismantle it for now. What is the actual blade on this? The Cora. Okay. I feel like we've got some pretty good blades there. We might be able to make a decent sword out of the stuff we've got. Yeah, what is solid shot? Okay, it's not so bad. I want to deal with the Phantom first. Oh, I knew it was coming. Fuck me. Pain in the ass. Let's spin it around so I can get it at the right angle where I can see what I'm doing with the attacks. Damn it. We missed like the follow-up chain there on like a 98% chance. Iron Scale, that is actually super good because that's quite high level for when we want to merge it into Damascus, as I was saying. Or even to bring bronze up to Haygame. Steel Key. So that's as far as we're getting. We now have to do the long walk home. Which is troublesome to say the least. This is going to be far from easy. I'm just going to heal with the weapon out for the extra healing. So, the long walk home. We've got some good gear, though. Some good stat boosts. Motherfucker. But now we've got to try and navigate the reverse path. And this is actually really difficult. Because some of these places where it looks like it was quite easy to get here, it's actually super hard to get back up. Some are easier than others. Some require a bit of lateral thinking. That one's not too bad. There's also going to be some respawns on the way home, I would imagine. This one sucks. Because what we need to do is God, can we? Can, but I can't. Okay, let me think about this. Why not pick this one up? No. Oh, because it's magneted. Right, yes. So basically we need to get these two blue ones on top of each other. And that is a lot harder than it looks. So I'm thinking I could put one here, but that's not really going to help. For the life of me, I don't remember how we get one of them up here. But I think if we can get this one on top of this one, we can stand on here and pick it up. And then we can put it over here. And that gives us the height that I think we need. But can we lift this red one? No, is that also magneted? Yeah. So we can't lift either of these. We could put this one on top of this blue one, but that doesn't achieve shit. And these two can't move. They're locked in. Yeah. Everything's indestructible. Yeah. Okay. God, I remember some of these puzzles taking me so much fucking brain power to figure out. Can't pick those up unless we stand on something. So realistically, the only thing we can pick up is this. Which we can put there, but then it's locked there permanently. But by doing that, we can pick this up. Which doesn't really help us. We can't put it there. This is gonna peck my head. How do we do this? We can only put it there or there, realistically, right? And there's just no way of moving those. Those are locked. Red one is locked. God damn it. My goddamn brain. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to do it. I feel like putting that one on there, but then how do we get the other one on top of it? That's just not gonna work. Oh, but if we can get behind it, put it there. How does that help? Because we can do that? And that's not helpful. It would be if we could pick that up and put it on top of it. Which we can't do. I feel like that's close to correct. How can we do it without doing that? We do this. It's not quite there, is it? The whole thing needs to be over to the left. But oh, that's so close. So close, it's painful. Feels like that's almost it. We do this onto there, this there. We would then need to can throw that down there, but then how do I get this one up? That's the tricky part. So I can't do that. Fuck my life. I may have to look it up in the interest of time. Like, I could probably sit here for an hour and eventually figure it out, but nobody wants to sit there and watch me do that for an hour, right? The level is called Bootykins, which is great. Right. Right, get into the gully between the magnetic blocks on the eastern side. Pick up the blue to the west and place it on top of the blue to the south. We did that. Pick up the westernmost and place it in the gully you were standing in. We did that. Step on the tower and pick up the high one, placing it 1 square east of the highest frictionless block. Oh, I think I get it. Hold on. Yeah. There. And there. Which allows us to put it there. Oh my god, we're out. Okay. Just a couple more of those bastards to go. Jesus Christ, game. Jesus fucking Christ. The one time I don't Eureka. The goddamn double. Christ, any more in here? Just those two. Damn it. God, this place is a fucking death trap. This isn't even the worst. Like, I think the limestone quarry is probably the toughest zone in terms of just not just the enemies, but also the terrain. But this is particularly brutal. The Iron Maiden, especially Iron Maiden B2, if I remember rightly, has a lot of these. But this is infamous for making you having to like climb back on yourself, which is something you haven't really had to do up until this point. And the puzzles can be super tricky, and you get that sort of like, it's been so long since you've saved. The kind of all that's on your mind is sort of getting back to a save point. Shouldn't be using it on undead, but for the sake of getting out of this room earlier. We are now running into the respawns as well, which is a little bit annoying, but at least we're getting some affinity points on our stuff, which is fine. Wow. I find this is one of the biggest areas without a save point that you go through for a while as well. And after you've just learned to teleport. Which is purely to make you have to climb through all the goddamn puzzle chambers. Okay. This one, deceptively easy. What we need to do here is... hopefully. Yes, I'm doing an invigorate as well. This is a toughie. And we're not finished yet. The other side is even worse. This is the easy side. Alright, now it's these bastards. So... I think what you do is... Hold on, where do we need to... Yeah. So I think... we do that. Then that. Then that. And that. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Fuck. Oh god, we made it. Okay. One more left if memory serves of the tricky ones. It is this way, right? No. It's that way, to our right. This way. Nope. I was wrong. Oh, but we also want to do the chest key, right? That was here. That's it. I think I was... Oh, that was the right spell. Nice. Right. We just came from here. I think we go straight on which was the chest key room? Question mark. Probably heal before we go in. Sweet. The Balalaika, the Bec de Corban, a Dower Moonstone, and a Volare. Let's drink the Volare. Agility up, nice. +4, fucking, but we've gained so much agility since we came in down here. Amazing. And those weapons we got, well, we're heading to a workshop anyway, so we'll have a look at them in a moment. So with any luck, it's just the one fucking thing to climb back up here. Piss. Love the jangly bone sound effects on the undead. Very satisfying. And I'm probably gonna. I think what I'm gonna do is we'll drop off all the gear at the workshop, and I will have a massive crafting session off camera. Because you guys don't want to watch me just fucking cross-reference crafting tables, right? As much as it is part of the game. I appreciate it's not the most entertaining thing to watch. But some of these weapons, I think that Bec de Corban can be turned into a couple of things. And we picked up some really good fucking gear. Right, to get up here, oh god, we need to push this around here so that we can push this one to there. So that we can pick up this, put it there, so that we can pick it up, put it there. Oh, we made it out. We made it out of the Iron Maiden. Almost. 2 phantoms here. Slow. Motherfucker. Yeah, I think numbness just slows our movement rate, so it's not the end of the world. Oh, we can't chain with numbness. Okay, that is annoying. Especially because we're going to want to chain to take these phantoms down. What we can do is just cure that with an item. Numbness, Spirit Horizon. I think it's the first ever Spirit Horizon we've used. Or Horizon, yes. Fun bonus fact. if you play like 5e D&D, you'll be familiar with like spells that are cantrips. So spells that are essentially 0 level. In 3.5e, cantrips are arcane spells. If you're a divine caster, your cantrips are actually horizons. Orisons. I don't know. Who knows how it's pronounced? The druids and clerics don't have cantrips, they have orisons. Oh my god, we're out. We're fucking out of there. Thank god. Man, that place is rough. But we did it. We got some amazing goodies. We've actually opened doors here in the keep, which is wild. We're not going to look at those yet, although we could. I don't know if we get rewards for them. I think first things first, let's go save at the goddamn workshop and drop all our gear. Because we're carrying a lot of loot. So we'll shove it all in the world chest. And then while we're in the keep, sure, we'll have a look in the 2 doors in the keep we've opened. It might be too hard for us, but we'll give it a go. What time is it? 2:30. We've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Right. Let's hit up the world chest. I love a good world chest, don't you? This is something games just don't do often enough anymore. It's great for us hoarders. Right, we'll stick the Balalaika in here. All these blades that we've picked up. Oh man, I'm gonna have so much fun fucking about with these later. Look at these. Basilard, Bastard Sword, Bolivar, the core. I think the core is pretty good for crafting. Poleaxe, I think, is pretty good as well. Beck the Corban. Loads of good grips. I'm almost tempted to upgrade what we've got with the Booge type and Power Palm, but we don't really have sufficient gems to warrant it yet anyway, so they can stay in the box for now. But those are really good grips. We'll keep the 2 shields on us for now, because we're getting to the stage where we might be able to use the other one. We'll drop the Iron Scale. I think that's it. Got plenty of gem slots, so that's fine. We haven't saved since we were last in this workshop. That is wild. It's been an hour and a half and we haven't saved the game. That shit's terrifying. Right. So... we have a sigil for the town center south, which I think might be progression. What else did we pick up? I know there was a lot. Mandrake sigil, that's the one for the thing. Carmia sigil is for the keep, chest key, and the Columbine sigil. So just 2 for the keep. So let's go have a look where those get used. I think one of these bosses is the crab. I can't remember what the other one is. Will it tell us which is unlockable? Those 2. So a storm of arrows. But let's heal in preparation. Which one should we attempt? Let's go for the blue one. It's a dragon. So we want the worm slicer. That thing had a lot of hit points, but I took it out in a single chain. Just over a second. Pretty pleased with that. We don't actually get a reward for doing it. That's a shame. Shall we test the red one? Okay. This one is going to take a little longer because we've got to close the distance. But once we're in position, should be easy. 2 seconds. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ba, 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 ba. Nailed it. Well, there you go. That's what those are. Why? Who knows? Who actually knows why? They just are. I don't think you can get into all of them on your first playthrough. I think some of the sigils for these are in the Rude Inverse Gate. But I suppose it's good to know that they're there. Right. I guess to the town center south then, right? We haven't found anything else up with the chest key. So it's the Mandrake sigil. We want to go to Rue Eliano. So we're gonna teleport to Valdemon Gates and walk up through there. But first let's save. Very slowly. It's never the quickest game for accessing the memory card. I guess it adds a lot to track. But with all the crafting and stat adjustments and everything. Pretty wild. Right. Teleportation. Valdemon Gates. They're not safe. Oh, it's right there. I thought it was ahead of us, but it's actually behind us slightly. There's going to be humans here, so let's make sure we've got the Soul Cleaver ready to deal with that. Damn it. You son of a bitch. So nice being able to take these guys down in 2 or 3 hits rather than the million hits we were doing before. An Iron Footman's Mace. I mean, Iron Gear is pretty good for allowing us to build into other stuff. But I don't... the Footman's Mace might have some utility for crafting. I don't remember. I should have tarnished this guy before I went straight in on the chains. But it worked out fine. The Battle Brigand's fairly easy to chain with, I think. But Iron Cabaset, that is really good. The Cabaset builds into stuff, I'm sure. That feels like a good loot item. Not only the extra hit chance, but the damage as well. Like, it really has made a huge difference having a weapon that can deal with these guys. Because rather than taking like 20 risks to take one down, we're taking 5. And Iron Chainsleeve is very good as well. Holy crap. Right, he's prestigied himself. We'll just tarnish him up. Or tarnish him down, I suppose, whichever way you look at it. $15 risks to clear the whole lot. So even with 2 risks per swing, it's so much fucking more efficient. You've got the Bear Claw Breakheart. Blunt type affinity as weapon, very nice. Getting like a type that's different to your weapon's type is really good. So if we come across someone who, like, we're using this weapon against like humans and beasts, but if we come up against one that is like strong against edged, so that we're just not doing any damage, we can use that, switch to blunt type, and still benefit from the affinities. Those are like super fucking useful. Mandrake Sigil, boom. We're in. And well, doesn't this room look familiar? This looks a lot like the room where we saw Merlos and Hardin. You a mimic? Oh. Found by magic. The Grimoire Muet contains silence. We're gonna have to learn some of these grimoires. I'm just sort of carrying them all around because I always forget to fucking pop them. We'll do it on the next enemies, I promise. And here, I think... Is this the place where Sydney said, lock everything down with sigils? It'll buy us some time? Aha. Right, let's see if we can pop some grimoires here. He's not in range for silence. What about poison? Not in range. I reckon we can do this. I know he's not undead, but it'll learn us some exorcism. Two magic points left. Okay, we're gonna have to go down, I think, to use any more. Let's kill one of these just to make life easier. Oh, 140 damage. Disgusting. Hagane Segmentata is pretty big in terms of crafting. we are picking up some items that are very good crafting ingredients. Right, let's use Grimoire Venin. Choose this one. Interesting. Has the items to cure poison. And then we can also pop Grimoire Muet. And then we're going to chop his arms off. Down you go. Alright, so we have a locked door. Where's the locked door? This one? Yes, here. What are you locked with? Latch from the other side. We have this, which... Where does this go? Either side of that. Let's have a little look. Oh, the other side of there. Holy crap. Interesting. Okay. Where the fuck does this go? Oh. Curious. Sealed with the rude inverse. Holy crap. So you guys don't know what the root inverse is yet. I obviously do. But I will save that until the game decides to tell us. Because we've sort of mentioned it once or twice. But unless you've played this before, you probably don't really know what it is. Or why it's important. Oh, come on. You're at 100% in the body. Go fight. We've also still got that that room we couldn't jump to before, which you can probably make now that we've got Invigorate. So at some point we'll have to backtrack and pick that up. Shield guys are annoying as hell, aren't they? Again, gauntlet, very nice. We have an area transition here. It's unlockable. Let's see where that brings us out. Oh, literally just where we were. That's fine. Oh god, these respawned already. Guess the transition brings them straight back. Interesting to know if you're looking to farm an area, I guess. So some of these mobs do have like rare drops. There are drop tables. And if you get lucky, you can get gear that allows you to build some pretty good gear. There's also some like super rare swords somewhere. They're on fire, and the... God, what's the other one called? Is it just like the Rude Blade or something? I forget what it's called, but man. Or the Angel Hand or something like that. I forget the fucking name of it, but it was meant to be like just insanely OP. And it's a super rare drop somewhere. The Footman's Mace, a bronze Fusskampf is huge. Because the higher tier we can make the bronze gear, the easier it is to merge it into Damascus. And it's a lot easier to make like higher tier equipment into Damascus than it is to make low tier into Damascus and then level it up to better tier equipment. So that is fucking enormous. The Fusskampf is a solid item for building into other stuff. I'm gonna have such a good crafting session later. Right. Where are we? City walls east. Oh, those are evil. Is this the right weapon for evil? I think it is, yeah. Dawnlight. Yeah. Guys are going to be annoying to hit. That's the only thing. I think they can attack right on the edge of our range. So we've got to be really quick on the buzzer, as it were. I think left arm there is the best. Luckily they go down in 2 hits because our sword is so fucking good against these guys. And that's all because I put a better hilt on it so I could add the Demonia gem, which was a really good play. This might be a cutscene here. Nope. But we're back in the Undercity. This looks like a boss room. I hate it. What do we think we're fighting? Phantom? Don't be the Lich again. Please don't be the Lich again. Oh, it's a Dark Spirit, I think. Oh god. Oh, pissing poop. Right, first things first, we need to get Demon Scale on our defense. We also need to get our Phantom Weapon out. And then we need to pray to Maglubia, I guess. Right. If you're been watching the Baldur's Gate series. Because Dark Chant is gonna fucking hurt. Okay, that wasn't too bad actually. I thought that was gonna be a lot worse than it actually was. I am going to heal regardless. So the reason Dark is troublesome is because you cast a lot of cure spells on yourself, which gives you light resistance, but dark weakness. So dark enemies can actually do really good damage to you, because generally your dark resistance is whack. Yeah, the whole sort of like... Did any of you ever play Chrono Cross? The quote-unquote sequel to Chrono Trigger. I'm gonna stop chaining because this is the bar brigand and we don't want to be making missed chains. I don't think this guy's got a lot of hit points. I think we'll be fine. We can actually try and spirit search him. That might work before our risk gets too high. But Chrono Cross had like a mana system where like black mana counted white mana and shit like that. It was pretty interesting. I never finished it because it was fucking hard as nails. And if I'm honest, it was a bit boring. Take that, you son of a bitch. What do you think about that, huh? Oh dear, that's what he thinks about it. And this isn't going to be Dark Face, I don't think. That was too quick anyway. Okay, it hurt, but it wasn't deadly. Nope, stop chaining. Oh, do I go for another hit? Do we hit him with a bear claw? Might hit him with a bear claw. Can't have much left in the tank. We've done quite a bit of damage here. He's still up. I am gonna heal. Man, I love that noise that it makes. Really good. Very discordant. And I wish I had the MP for another Spirit Surge. If I can reflect this, we can do a bear claw. Too quick. My timing is terrible. Charge 100 MP. I mean, interestingly, we could try and drain his magic. Since though he just... Oh, no. Nope. The game is like, nope, we're not letting you do that bullshit. Get out of here, buddy. In which case, hit him with another bear claw. Oh. And we got him. Almost at 2 million points. Still a daredevil. Hasn't gone up for a while. HP +4. Not the best. But there's the Catalea sigil. That gets us into the workshop where Samantha was. And the Grimoire Meteore. Let's do a heal, and then we'll let our wrist tick down and our MP tick up before we press on. If the Undercity can be dangerous. It is beautiful. And it has the best music. Where does it lead? What the fuck is that? Yeah, that's horrible, isn't it? Hate that. Oh, get fucked, buddy. Probably repair our weapons soon as well. We've been putting it off. Well, not putting it off, just forgetting because I'm a big fucking dum-dum. Right. Let's do a save. And then let's TP to where we can use that Catalea sigil. And then we can drop off some gear. In fact, I'll dismantle those iron weapons before I forget as well. Which is on save point, this one. And this is one of those all-time classic spooky themes, you know? Up there with like the Lavender Town theme and shit. Right. So Catalea Sigil. Is it Town Centre West, did it say? No. Is it East? There. The Rue Crimnard. We can get to from Kesh Bridge or from Metalworks. Metalworks is probably easier because we just have one dude here and then this group, whereas if we come from here there's 3 guys. So if we teleport to Metalworks and then head to the Rue Criminard. So Metalworks is far. We need 51 MP. We can just wait and let that tick up. That won't take long. MP recharge is pretty quick. So we can just chill and wait for that to happen. And then we'll just, if that's... Can ADD over here. Let's dismantle those iron weapons. I think we're almost at the point where we don't need the Magnolia Frau either, but I'm keeping it around just in case. There's niche places where it would be handy. Like if we fight the Lich again, it's probably worth having, you know. Also, what are we packing in terms of items? The Grimoire Meteore. We'll have to remember to use it on someone. It's nice that it tells you how many magic points you need to do the teleport as well. That is a really satisfying thing for planning your travels. Right. Let's slap some stuff in the world chest. And we'll go open the other workshop. Oh, so we've got one-handed footman's mace and a two-handed footman's mace. There's a couple of weapons that fall into that that thing where there's a one-handed version and a two-handed version. The Bec de Corban might be the other one, I think. It is curious that is a thing. I don't know if there's some sort of real-world reason for that, like whether there were 2 different types of footman's mace. I assume that's a thing. Or maybe it was just a design decision they made for whatever reason. Who knows? Certainly not me. Haven't got a Scooby. Right. So we need the Soul Cleaver ready to go here. And if everyone's screaming at me, I suppose I should repair all my gear. I heard you. I heard you screaming. There we go. Right, we're good to go. Onwards to glory. Probably just leave him there. Just deal with these guys instead. Just about get away blowing our risk. Guys with shields have very strong defenses. Iron tilt glove, very nice. Another good building piece, I think. Where is this schnurb? Yeah, these guys are tough, even with the Brigand here. They have really good defenses, the old Crimson Blades. Unlock the door with the cat layer sigil. So this is the best workshop for allowing us to mix the lower level materials. So wood, leather, bronze, iron, and Hagen. So this is the first time we can mix all 5 of these together, which is really good. Because being able to mix the leather into the bronze and the bronze into the iron and the Hagen all in one place just saves a lot of time. Whereas before what I was doing is I was having to go back to the one that lets you work wood, leather, and bronze, and then the one that lets you work bronze, iron, and Hagen. We still can't mix silver and Damascus into all this shit. We have a silver and Damascus workshop, but we can't mix the other materials in, which is annoying. And if I remember rightly, the God Hands workshop that lets us mix all the materials isn't available until the next playthrough. I think it's sealed with the Rude Inverse. So for now, this is pretty much as good as it's gonna get. But the trick is you mix everything in this workshop into good stuff, and then if you do the combinations right, you can bump it up to silver. There's also a chance that if you find the right piece in silver, you can mix the silver. Well, you can't mix the silver into the Hagen yet, but somewhere down the line, that's how we get the Damascus. I don't think there's a way of making Damascus without mixing silver with one of... I think silver with Hagen is how you get Damascus. And not every time either, it's under specific circumstances. I think it has to be gear of a sufficient level. I don't know. Like, you know when it has like the knightly and saintly weapons and stuff? I think if it's just weapon, it can't become Damascus or something. I'm sure there's like some obscure rule that helps. It either has to be like the same category, like 2 pieces of knightly gear, or it has to be, or it's the opposite, and it has to be like, they have to be different categories. So it has to be like knightly and saintly. Anyway, citation needed. That could all be bullshit. It's been a long time. Question is, where do we go now? Where have we not explored that we can explore? I guess we should probably go and defeat that second Lich. We're strong enough now. And it probably had something in its passage that was important. Because other than that... Still can't. Oh, and then I guess there's that other area as well in the abandoned mines that we haven't been to. So let's start picking up some of the stuff we haven't done. Let's head. Where was the Undercity bit? Because it's near here, right? Undercity East. Weapons not allowed. So to get the town center east, which is where we just came from, I think. I think we're strong enough we can go and deal with that shit now. Fuck you, I forgot about this guy and his fucking spells. Old Spelly McGee over here. New chain ability. See, numbness would be good against anyone who can chain against us, but I don't know if there are many people that can chain against us. Paralysis could be useful. Let's grab paralysis. I don't think Rosencrantz ever gets the ability to chain against us. So numbness feels a bit pointless, unless it does something else as well that I'm not aware of, which it could do. I think I'll defeat these guys, and I'm going to quickly take a 5-minute break and grab a drink, because my throat is very sore. Take this, you degenerate. Oh. Oh, taking him down in 2 hits is very satisfying, huh? Oh, we're full of stuff. Oh, fuck. That's annoying. Shit. I'm gonna drop the leather glove because I know that is not useful to us and we already have one. But also, we should go and drop our gear off. Because we're about to go and loot a treasure chest. We don't want to be doing that with a full inventory. All this goddamn armor we've been picking up. And this is good stuff as well. This iron is really nice. Segmentata. 19 for 15. Bronze Fuss Camp. That is a really good find. That might mix with the iron pulling we've got and already make us some really good silver legwear. Like, I'm excited to check that shit out. I think that turns into something amazing. That definitely tickles my pickle. Right, I'll BRB. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back, baby. I'm back and I'm ready to go into the Undercity. Oh man, I didn't mean to click the world chest. No, don't check the container. Get out of here. Hopefully these guys haven't respawned. We want to have the dawn light out ready. We've got the dolls, and then we've also got where the lich was before. There'll be harpies. So we'll have to use the worm slicer a little bit as well. But here goes. Let's go take on the other lich. Oh ho ho ho! Agrius' bomb. Bomb used by the great knight Agrius, as told in the Zodiac Brave story. FFT fans rejoice. Little bit of crossover there. Is it any good? Do we already have an Agrius bomb? Did I already find one? It has some good sort of edged and piercing defensive ability, but honestly, we could probably just put the Rude Necklace away and keep the Agrius Bomb as the fallback for when we don't want to wear the Sylph ring. Harpies. Gonna make us harpy mad. Damn. They are tough. They're no joke, these harpies. Even with the worm slicer. They're no joke, and having 3 of them in one room obviously means the risk expenditure is fucking huge. What the hell? Did I miss that? Must have missed that first chain. I thought I hit it. Right, I think there's another room of harpies here. It's the dolls. I like the dolls. I think they're great. Pretty easy to deal with. Hit him in the head, you know. But they will stab you if you're not careful. Nobody wants to be chased around by a doll with a little dagger. Mana bulb, very good. Speaking of, drop a Meteora on one of these fools. Oh no! Son of a bitch. If they do that in the room with the Lich, you are fucking toast. Right. So in here, I think we have to deal with the Lich first, right? I mean, we could just poison him and then deal with the others, I guess. What was the poison one? Snake venom. You can give him a big poison and then just focus on the 2 dolls. I'm gonna let the magic points tick up just in case, because this could be a tough fight. This guy is no joke. But we'll try and apply the poison immediately. But I'm also worried the dolls might silence us, which would be extremely annoying. I mean, we can do some good damage to him. Wow, he went for a physical hit. That's surprising. Oh man, we got him down piece of piss. Man, increasing this weapon was such a hog move. If you'll forgive me. It's really, really changed up our strategy here. You break up. Vile Scar. Is that 2 or 3? We've got 2. Rending Gale and Vile Scar. We've seen Vile Scar because Rosencrantz used it against us. But now we have a piercing and an edged for the sword, which again, like I said, their extra versatility is going to be super useful to us. This silence is going to be annoying because I think the chest is locked with magic. Oh, that's got to be trapped. Nope, maybe not. Oh, it's open. Nice. A mojito, a bronze blade. That's interesting. The Titan's ring. That's very good. The Grimoire Nuageux, which lowers the target's intelligence. Very good against the spellcasters. And the Iron Key. Fucking huge. The Iron Key is where our progression is locked. Right. What did we... No, we can't use that on ourselves, which I suppose makes sense. What is this bronze blade? Bronze is interesting for picking up so late from a chest. It's actually have 22. I bet this crafts into something interesting. Let me disassemble it. What is the actual blade name here? Oh, it's the falchion. Interesting. How strange. Ah. Well. Well, now this door is open. Do I want to continue? Because I feel like we want to backtrack and check the areas we haven't explored fully. So let's just do that. Because I think that's just progression. And there's still the abandoned mines. We still haven't been down there and looked through there, and there could be useful loot down there that might help us with our progression. Because if I remember rightly, this door might lead to the limestone quarry. So I'd rather pick up what we've left behind. And I'm thinking there must be the grimoire that stops the cloudstones, because I feel like we would have had that by now. Oh, these guys have respawned. Fuck these guys. I hate these guys. These two guys are just the biggest douchebags. He has a shield and Heracles and Prostasia, which is just so OP. Old spell? Oh, really? Of course, it's Heraclesing himself. Son of a bitch. So, I tried to put, like, I don't know if I remember if I mentioned this last time, but I tried to put a quote-unquote cheat on, which is really just a modification to the code to make those spells display at the correct 30 FPS rate instead of 15 FPS, but it doesn't work. I can't get it working. For some reason in DuckStation, it just fucking won't load any of the cheats. That's really annoying. So that's why it sort of chugs slightly every time it gets to that point. For whatever reason, it divides the frame rate by 4 instead of 2. Which was in the original code. Like, this is what it does on the PlayStation version. It was always annoying back then. You probably noticed it a bit less. Whereas now it's like super noticeable. Oh, for fuck's sake, my guy, come on. 70% and you're just gonna let me miss fucking multiple shots in a row. You do your stupid spells. There you go, you filthy son of a bitch. I'm going to access the world chest and drop some gear off. And then we're going to do a little bit of backtracking and go check out the abandoned mines before we start progressing with the Iron Key. sword did come with a counter guard, which is interesting. I'm not entirely sure what that does. We will put the rude necklace away. The swan song. What was the swan song? Just beast resistance. I don't think we need the swan song. We'll just keep the elemental ones. So we've got air, fire, and the Agrius Balm. The Titan's Ring just protects against humans. We can put that away as well. I wish the necklaces had their own page, because the fact that they go with armor means you kind of need to, you can't carry too many of them because it's already eating into your armor holding abilities. And you don't get to carry much armor with you anyway, and armor, you need so much of it to do the crafting, so you kind of want to, you know, carry as little of it as possible. It would be a nice mod, I think, to increase that to like 32 capacity or something. Hopefully, if they do remaster this, they might put a little bit of QOL in like that. I don't think it needs a lot of changes, but I think being able to carry a little bit more armor or putting the necklaces on their own capacity would be super useful. Just in general, it is the biggest sort of sticking point. Right, let's repair our gear, and then where do we need to teleport to do our backtracking? Is it B1? Okay. No, it was B2. Treaty Room. So if we go to Treaty Room, we can go through there and take a right. So let's do that. Let's get to the Treaty Room. Ah, we can reach it. It's right there. Damn. It's full of slimes down here. Damn it. You can just one-shot these bastards, which is nice. So we want to go this way and take a right. When we go through here, it's going to trigger the timer like it did last time. But if we fail, it just teleports us back here. And we know we can teleport around, so it's like it's no longer as big an issue as it was before. So it's not something we really need to worry about. Whereas before it was like it was serving as a progression lock, whereas now it is. So we can just mosey on through. The enemies here should be fairly easy to kill as well. We've leveled up quite a bit since we last came through here. Man, the panicky music is so good, isn't it? It's almost like Flight of the Bumblebee, that bit. You know what I mean? Messed up my timing so I can't see for the fucking roof beams. I'm gonna kill the guys because it's nice, easy affinity farming. He does have a lot of hit points. Holy shit. More than I expected. Better not get complacent down here. We'll let the wrist tick down. It's always worth doing, even with the timer. It is just a single room. I had my suspicions that it might be. That is an evil type enemy, and that's a mimic as well. I'm not going to fuck about with the shield. We don't need it. We're only going to switch back to the chopper again in a moment. Oh, get fucked. So interestingly, that's the wrong weapon. Interestingly, I used the paralysis defense ability there against a normal hit and it cured the paralysis that I had. Which I didn't realize was a thing. I thought you could only use that when they cast the paralysis. But apparently that is not the case. So good to know. Oh, the chest key. Good job we didn't come in here earlier then. Oh my god. A silver dagger, the eviscerator, very nice. An iron tower shield, iron breastplate, a Hagen first camp, all amazing. The Phantom Gem, oh my god. Saint's Nostrum and the Grimoire Molest. Oh, which cures paralysis all this fucking time and it was right there. Let's use that. Get that spell in our repertoire. Let's also... If I remember rightly, that dagger is amazing. Oh, it's not that good. Let's dismantle that then. Maybe it's not the dagger I was thinking of. Maybe I smelted it into something better. It is a cutie. Ooh, comes with a gnome emerald on the tower shield. Interesting. Let's also put the Trinity Gem on our Soul Cleaver. Oh, you love to see that shit. That's amazing. I'm guessing the gnome one just increases. I'm just going to look at it. But I assume the gnome emerald increases earth affinity. Yeah. Not as much as the Dower Moonstone. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I mean, that's just a fucking straight upgrade all round. Holy shit. What was in the corner there? Oh, it's just fire. Okay. Well, let's see how far we can run here. Because if we can get there, we can explore one of these two paths. I'm guessing there's two treasure rooms there. So we'll see if we can get any of them. Might be able to get them both. 2 minute timer is actually pretty generous. When we get to the limestone quarry, I think there's a real bitch of a timer down there. And it is genuinely quite challenging. Man, these things are surprisingly fucking tanky. I thought these were weaker. See, all our elemental affinities drop then. That was brutal. Son of a bitch. Ho ho. Oh ho. I see. There be traps. Way too quick on that one. I'm gonna let the risk come down. Just in case it's a big old fight in there. Oh, okay. Well, soon as though it's a split, let's check this one first. In case this is a single room. Nope, this curls around. Ah, I wonder if this just does a loop then. We'll follow it. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, it loops. Okay. Wait, these guys are human? I'm using the wrong weapon against these guys. I thought they were beasts. No wonder they've been so difficult to take down. Let's have a look through here then. Ah. Okay. I'm guessing it makes more sense to come in from the other side. but we can just make the jump. Oh, this goes somewhere. Where does this go? Items. Map. Map. Oh my god, where is this even taking us? We've got a bit back there where we haven't even explored, and now this is just going deeper. A 30 odd risk. We're gonna have to let it tick down. We might have to do a second run through this this area. You bitch. Oh, you slag. We might not have time to kill these and get the chest. 26 seconds, maybe. This is the wrong weapon. It's fine. Just grab the other one. Damn it, it's too dark to see where I'm swinging. Fuck me. Three traps in one room, man. It's fucking harsh. Of course, 4 traps. Dog's nose, a target bow, a silver bar, but a no bracelet, Alex and Queen's of Rip. This is amazing loot, boys. Holy crap. We're holding quite a bit of armor, but my god, that's good shit. Okay. Well, let's drink the elixir of queens. Oh my god, there's a 5th trap. That is insane. I wonder if there's more in here. I don't even fucking walk anywhere else now. 5 traps in one room. Disgusting. Actually disgusting. Oh, I don't think we're getting through here. I think the time is going to tick out. We got pretty far though. Oh, that's the wrong weapon. I keep thinking it's the axe for the beast and it isn't. I think I did a run where I used the Balbriggan as my beast slayer, that was why. Yeah, this continues further. It's one of my favorite childhood games. I love to see a remaster. Me too, man. Since though they did Final Fantasy Tactics this year, it feels like if they're going to remaster anything else, it's got to be this, right? That was what made me want to play it again. Because it's just screaming out for a good remaster. And Square Enix have had so much success with the remasters. The same's true for Konami. As soon as they've been doing well, I want them to do Vandal Hearts. This is another just classic RPG that would be just prime for a remaster. About to get teleported, but I think that connects to there. We also have the iron key, so we can get through there now as well. Interesting. So the only room we haven't done is there. We need to go check that room out again. And then that did all loop round, so we can skip this section on the next journey. Nice. There we go. Time out. Back here. What has happened? What's this? Back to where I started? Yes. What was the last one? There it is. Right, but we got some amazing loot. So, we'll let the wrist tick down. We'll do a save. And then we'll go check that last room that we haven't explored. And then we'll probably push through and see what's beyond the iron key section. Because I do want to know. Did you actually finish this then back in the day? Did you manage to defeat Guildenstern at the end? He was hard as nails. Absolutely hard as nails. I'm kind of dreading facing him, but we'll see. We'll see if we can defeat him. It might take a few attempts when we get there. Right. So, let's have a look at the route we need to take here. We need to go right. Or do we? Actually, no, we need to go left. So we take a left, we follow it around, then we go straight and take a right. Okay, that's doable. Yes, the New Game Plus mode. It was one of my first ever like experiences with a New Game Plus, where you get to go back through with your entire power level from the original. You've got all your equipment, you've got everything. You don't get reset. It's like you keep all your shit, and it's like, oh, by the way, now there's new areas you can go to as well. And I was like, wow. It is so like technically impressive, considering like the hardware they were working on at the time, because it's a PS1 game, and yet the crafting system alone is like so deep. You're like, how did they even do this back with like one CD? It's not even on like 2 discs, it was just 1 disc. I'm using the wrong weapon on these guys again. I keep forgetting they're not beasts. We'll get a lot further using the soul cleaver on them, I think. There we go. That'll work much better. Okay. Crafting system, and the very essence of pumping weapons against different types of opponents at the time. Yeah, the type of weapons is huge, because you've not just got your elemental affinities, you've got like your edged and stuff. The trick is as well to pay attention to like your break arts, because some of those will go against type for the weapon, which gives you those extra range of opportunities. So like, you know, this greatsword is an edged weapon, but if we check the break arts, we have a piercing break art for it. And there's others as well. There's, you know, different weapons have different ones, but the fact that you can go off type like that really gives you a lot of versatility. So if you come across an enemy that like can't use your weapon against, chances are you've got a break art that you can use, or like, you know, a gem you can slot. Down he goes. Damn it. That backswing always gets me. The staff is the hardest one to chain with, I think. The spear against dragons is really good. And I think sometimes even the material plays in a bit. I think the dragons, the iron weapons, do tend to do a bit more to them as well. It's an incredibly complex system. Okay, we'll let the wrist tick down a bit because we're at 30. But we'll have a quick heal as well. We've got plenty of time. I think we go straight on here. I'll check the map once the risk is gone. Where are we? So if we go straight on, yeah, and then we take a right in that room. Sweet. And the mixing of the enemy types down here is a little annoying. But yeah, I mean, the very idea is cool, though, of like, you know, building and perfecting your weapons against specific types of enemy is something I don't think many of the games really ever did. And the way you double type them, so like there's an interplay between like this is good for beasts and dragons, this one is good for undead and evil, and this one is good for humans and phantoms, you know. So the higher the risk, the lower your accuracy, the more your heal spell will do on yourself, the more your chance of critting, but the more your chance of being crit. So you are literally... It's going to be harder for you to hit, but if you do, you'll do more damage. The enemy's going to do more damage to you, but you can heal it easier. So you generally don't want to get it too high, because your chance of hitting just goes straight down the toilet. You can offset that a little bit with spells, so you can increase your agility with Invigorate, which will help a little. But in longer fights, it can become an issue. But there's ways of managing it. Like early on, especially, like not chaining is a good idea. Because chaining is a great way to build up risk. But also, like, you know, certain weapons build risk higher. So this weapon, the Balbriggan, has 2 risk per hit, which is quite a lot. And we do have a sword in the chest back at home that does 3 risk per hit, which is just crazy. Like, I can't think why you would ever want to use that thing. Madness. Where is this leading us? Ah, treasure room. Okay. Interesting. Shit. Yeah, the crafting system is so much fun. Like, I can spend, like, so many hours just, like, playing around with all my stuff. Especially, like, on your second playthrough when you get, like, access to where you can mix Damascus and silver with the rest of the materials. And suddenly it's like, now I want to make all my equipment out of Damascus. It's like, if you like hoarding stuff, this is the game for you. It's a hoarder's dream. No, you're a mimic. Actually, some quick heal in case there's any traps in here. Yeah, you can kill the first dragon. It's pretty easy to do once you've played this game once or twice. Against circle shield and a gauntlet. Surging bomb. A Premier pole is pretty cool. And I don't know what this pole arm is, but could be interesting. Let us disassemble it and see what it actually is. Disassemble the dog's nose as well. That's a footman's mace. Okay, we've got a few of those. The affinity is another Korcheska. We've got a Korcheska. So, but I think our one might be iron. So that's a possible build into a silver to create a silver pole arm, which would be pretty cool. Right. So where do we go now? So we want the quickest route to there. Or we could just let it time out and just teleport, which is even easier. We're like 50 seconds. We can wait out 50 seconds. That's not a problem. Let me put the... Oh, we've got it. We've got the beast sword ready. Oh, yeah, it's possible to... I think it's possible to skip the intro entirely. If memory serves. It's been a while. But killing the wyvern's not too tricky. It's already weakened from smashing through this stained glass window, which is why you fight the full strength version of it later on. It's such a beautiful game, though. Everything about it. Okay. So now we can kill these guys and just teleport to that locked section. I'm also going to drop a save because there's annoying gargoyles in there who are a pain to deal with. Let's make sure we've got the dawn light out. And we will take our shield as well. We want casserole shields. I made a beautiful silver shield last episode, only to find out that it resists magic so well that I couldn't heal myself. I was like, we can't use it until we've leveled up our intelligence quite a bit so that our heal spell is stronger. Man. It's a great game to play for the first time because it's like, it's so confusing. There's so many good moments where you'll just genuinely be baffled. The Snowflake Forest is the big one. Like, you will run around in that Snowflake Forest for hours trying to figure out what the hell you're doing. I think it's Bandit's Hollow we want to go to. Oh, that's not what I expected to be here. You're a dragon. You're not a gargoyle. Why are you here? Oh, there is a gargoyle, though, as well. Value for money. Right, here you go. Oh, they can hit me from so far away. This is going to be annoying. We might just leave them. We don't need to kill them. We can just go. Screw you guys, we're out of here. They're too annoying to deal with. Oh, a whole room full of dragons. Okay, well. Allow me to introduce you to the worm slicer. Get sliced. How many traps are in this room? None? Apparently none? Love that dragon death cry, it's so good. Now then, what delicious loot do we have in here? A Damascus dagger? Oh, wow. That's groovy. Dagger's not so great, unfortunately, but that's our first bit of Damascus, I think. The Pirate's Mate, which I suspect might already be a Balbriggan or a Balalaika. An Iron Healer Shield is pretty interesting. Swan Song we've already got. Spark Fusion. Nice. That's bound to come in handy. We'll probably cast that immediately. I've also got Surgeon Balm to cast as well. Let's learn a couple of these. Surgeon Balm, so situational. Like, there's not many opportunities where you're realistically going to rely on Surging Balm. We need an enemy to cast that one on. Okay, so we've still got the Undercity to explore with the Iron Door, but I think we've cleared this area. Still got one-way door there that we don't know where that comes in from. But I feel like it might be connected to the limestone quarry. But we have explored every branch here. Yeah, that's all explored. Okay. Right, where else can we use the iron key in that case? Let's have a quick scan for locked doors. That needs the stock sigil. Nothing in the catacombs. We have a one-way latch in the sanctum, but I know where that comes from. It comes from the priest confinement. Is there a save point near there that we can TP in? Not really. That would be the nearest. It's an annoying place to get to. I'm not detouring just for that. Abandoned Mines B1, we've checked that already. Where else? The Iron Maiden. Steel key. We don't have. Silver, iron. So there's an iron door at the Sunless Way. We should probably go and check that out. Oh, and one there as well. Yeah. Okay, we need to go to the Sunless Way. That's got two doors to progress through. Also, we haven't explored everywhere at Sinner's Corner yet. What stopped us there? Okay, Sunless Way. Sunless Way is definitely priority. And then we've got one here, right? Which I think might be progress. So where's our nearest teleport circle? Just through here? The second time is great because you already know exactly what to do and how to level up. Yeah, you can do everything more consciously. It's very satisfying playing it through when you know what you're doing. Because like bumbling through the first time is satisfying. But definitely more so. I am gonna go to the treaty room while our magic points tick up. Where's the Sunless Way? 55 magic points away. Right. We'll go here so we're not facing gargoyles. We'll let our magic tick up. And then we'll teleport to the Sunless Way. And we've got 2 doors we can explore. We need a little over 35 to finish the journey. Oh, more. 51. Oh god, we still need 51. I thought that hop would have shaved a bit more off, but apparently not. The fast travel system is so good though. Just being able to like TP to any save point you've touched. It's pretty satisfying. And especially like on your second playthrough when you've got like so much MP, you can just teleport across the entire map. Right, what awaits us down here? Where do we want to be going? So we've got an unlockable door directly in front of us. We've also got one through there. So let's take... Is it this door? Nope. This one? Oh, that's an area transition. Okay. Well, let's not do that then. Let's explore the other one first, if that's an area transition. In fact, let's drop a save point. Because the Undercity is genuinely quite dangerous, and we could feasibly get minced. We could just easily run into a boss that one-shots us. The Undercity's got the best music though. The spooky tune is so good. We should visit a world chest and put some of this loot away, otherwise we're going to get full. Oh my god, another cootie. That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to have such a massive crafting session off screen. We've got a lot of craftable stuff. Alright, what's in here? How bad is it? It's a lich. Shit. It's a lich. We need the X. Soul Cleaver. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. We need a plan B. Plan B is we poison him. Right. One of the best level 2. Oh no. We need Aero Guard. That's gonna hurt like hell. We dead? Nearly dead. And that's with the Silvering, I think, as well. That's bad news. We need to sort that out immediately. I think putting the shield on will help. Let's make sure we have the ability to defend against that with Windbreak. And let's switch weapons. He's poisoned, so he will eventually bleed out. If we put our shield on, we get a little bit more magic defense as well. Not a huge amount, but it might be enough to save us. I am going to heal to full because that really hurt. That was almost a death. The Lich is no joke. He means business. Nice. I'm going to change to the staff. Oh, we don't have enough space for ring leggings. I want them, though. I want the ring leggings. I am happy to drop something. I'm happy to drop the wizard robe. We've got spares of those. I knew I should have visited the box. I'm going to have to do that before we explore too much further. We're going to have to drop some of this gear off where we can keep it. Right, let me put these staff on, which will help us a little bit against him. It's not very good offensively, but we have poisoned him, so that hopefully won't matter too much. Unless he's going to cast Radial Surge, in which case that would be a big problem. He's going for Thunderburst. Shit, I missed. Oh, we don't heal much with the shield on, do we? I forgot about that. We've got Cure Bulbs. We'll munch on some of those. Can we hit him with a Spirit Surge, maybe? Is that an option? I don't have enough MP. Can we drain his MP? No, of course we can't. Oh, you bastard. Silenced me. Can't do anything about that. We don't have any way of defending against it. Why is this guy got so much shit? I'm just trying to do a little bit of damage to him. Just to help that poison along. Gotta maintain our health though, especially now that we're silenced. Because that isn't gonna wear off. I hate this guy. He's the worst. Every time you fight him, it's just such a huge pain. Damn it. Oof. Oof. That one hurt. Just does nothing. It's gonna be a long, slow fight, this one. But I dared switch weapons because if he hits us with that spell, we are toast. Just gotta hope the poison bleeds him out quickly. There is an 81 on the legs. Oh, nice. There he goes. Oh, thank God for that. Wizard hat, we don't need it. We can leave that behind. My God, that was nasty. Balin's Revenge. Elixir of Sages is really good. Clematis Sigil unseals a door in the city walls north. Ha. And a Vambrace. I kind of want the Vambrace. What would we discard? Oh, I want all this stuff. I want it all. What is the least important? I guess we already have a Hagen Fusskampf. A second one is not going to be hugely beneficial. Okay. We need to go to a world chest and drop off our loot. Man, that was a horrible room. That was a really horrible room. Where's our nearest workshop? We've got Keen's 39 MP away. Magic Hammer 31 MP away. We'll go to Magic Hammer. How are we doing for time? Oh shit, we're almost out of time. I think we can probably check one more room off the Sunless Way, and then we gotta bail. And the storage is starting to fill up. Look how many blades we've got in there. I've got so many shields. We need to do something about all these shields. Let's also start putting all this in there. Look at this. Some good shit. Okay. Gear stored. I'm gonna have the biggest crafting session of my life with all that stuff. I'll be looking through those spreadsheets, figuring out what goes with what. Man, it's gonna be fun. Right. We need to get some MP back so we can go back to the Sunless Way. We need to repair our gear, as though we're here. Might as well. I always forget to do it. And we'll see what's in that last room. And then I'll probably have to go and get some food. Right, Sunless Way. Right, so it's this room. Oh, is it just the limestone quarry that's through here? I think it might be. If it is, we're not starting the limestone quarry. No, okay. The limestone quarry is a long section. We ain't got time for that right now. Okay. I think probably then that's where we'll have to call it. For now. We won't go straight to the limestone quarry when we get back. What we will do is we will go and check out. We've got a sigil. The town center south, it said. Was it city walls south? City walls north? City walls north has an iron key door. Clematis sigil. Okay, man, we've got iron key doors all over the place. We're going to have a look at them. So we'll definitely head to the city walls north. And I'm pretty sure there's another key in the Undercity. Man, we've got so much to explore. It's going to go on forever. In a good way. In a good way. Right, I'm going to go eat. I'll be back in about an hour and a half, so about 6 p.m. For some multiplayer games with the boys. I think we're probably playing Baldur's Gate. But it may change. We'll see. And then I'll be back tomorrow morning, probably around 10 a.m. for some Vagrant story. Oh no, Tomb Raider. Sorry, it's Tomb Raider day tomorrow. Oh man, Sunday's going to be Vagrant story. Tomb Raider 3 tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. That's going to be fun. Thanks for joining. Thanks for lurking. I do appreciate it. It's always good to meet people who like this game. And I will see you later on. Bye.